Hi, welcome back. Today, we're going to review the skincare industry on Panoramata. We're going to spend the next few minutes reviewing best practices, marketing tips, by the examples, with real best practices from companies that we've identified from Panoramata. Stay tuned. We're going to be able to check email marketing strategies, ads, flows, landing pages, and much more, all by the example, looking at what successful companies are doing. To do this, we're going to use a platform called Panoramata. Here, I have my dashboard on some of the most successful skincare brands that I'm following on the platform. What's great about this dashboard is it's summarizing for me every single day the most recent updates and the most important marketing campaigns my competitors are doing. So here, I have the little summaries. If I want to get access to the campaigns in details, I can click here, for instance, on emails, and I'm going to see every single emails these companies have been sending recently as well, which is great because it just feeds me with a lot of new ideas instantly. First insights that I wanted to share with you, velocity. When it comes to the skincare industry, I've selected here 20 companies that are part of my benchmark. On the platform, it's super easy to just remove or add any company, but that works well and it covers quite an international setup where we can see overall what these companies are up to. Here, we have figures for the last 30 days. So we can see right away that on average, in the skincare industries, companies are sending 19 emails over a time span of 13 days. The companies that are sending the most are between 30 and some, so a bit more than an email a day, and Estee Lauder, which is sending almost 2 emails a day during the same period. There's one thing to know here. If you want to be present in your inbox audience, send at least an email a day. Otherwise, you're going to be either average or below the average of what your competitors are doing. Right away from the platform, you can see that on average, 50% of the emails that they're sending are promotional emails. Again, that's something to keep in mind when you're activating your audience towards the email marketing channels. What's cool, as great that you can see on the platform here, is measure your deliverability against the others. So here, for instance, I can see that some companies are actually struggling when it comes to deliverability. Versed is certainly one of them, while some are actually quite successful. Fendi, Merit, and Goop are actually quite good. Same thing here. For the ads, I can get some insights about their advertising strategy. How many new ads they're publishing per week, per month, over time, and on which main USPs as well, which is great because here, for instance, I can right away compare these 4 companies, Goop, Estee Lauder, Frank Body, Merit, and Fenty Beauty, and see on which USPs each one is actually advertising on and on which networks they're also insisting. Cool thing here, if I'm like, okay, firming cream, smooth skin, virus scrub, this is an interesting positioning. Which ads are they actually publishing? I can click here and I'm going to get all the ads they've published during the last 30 days accessible right away from here. And I can see that indeed, there are a lot of them that are about the skin firmness. Cool, we've seen the dashboard, we've seen the benchmark, it's packed with insights. Same thing when it comes to social media as well. Here I can see which companies are actually having the most followers and the most followers growth as well, or that actually Douglas Cosmetic is losing a lot of followers, so they must be doing something wrong. While Lancome in the US is experiencing a lot of growth, and the highest one is Merit, who is having 1.5% followers growth, which is great, again, compared to everything that these others are having. Same thing with the engagement rate. I can see right away that some of them have higher than the others. On the platform, you can change the time range, go deeper. That's not going to be the case today. The only thing that I just wanted to highlight as well is the promotional strategy. So we've seen that 50% of the emails sent by the companies in the skincare industry on average are promotional emails. But which kind of promotion and discount exactly? Well, we have the answer here. For each one of these companies, we can see how many promotional emails they've been sending and which kind of promotion. You can see, for instance, that Estee Lauder is doubling down on the gift with purchase discount, while Douglas is only doing a pure discount from a certain threshold as well. So you can actually compare this right away, and it's great to understand that, all right, maybe 50% of the emails are promotional, but which kind of promotions are they doing exactly? Also, mentioning this because it's available on the platform, while you're on Panoramata, the platform can also feed you with insights and recommendations on the go based on what's happening in your market and what your competitors have done recently. Here, for instance, I'm still in the same skincare market, and it's telling me here's what the companies that are part of this group has been doing recently, the most important ads, the more important emails that they've been sending or publishing as well, and I have them all here. Plus, it's also telling me here's what they might be up to in the next few weeks. So the time that I'm recording this video, we're July 20th. So limited edition summer collection, that's something that Merit might be up to in the next few weeks based on recent pattern, what they've done the previous years as well. And the platform is really helping me understand and anticipate what my competitors will be up to in the next few weeks as well. Again, for emails, for ads, and there's plenty of customization that you can add on this section on the platform as well. It's pretty much endless insights on autopilot for you. All right, at the beginning of this session, we've mentioned skincare marketing best practices. Let's get to it. For every single of these companies that we're tracking on the platform, they all have their dedicated brand page. So here we have Versailles, Glossier, Merit, Solawave, Frank Body, and every tab here is going to give you access to different kind of data. So for instance, we might want to have a look at all the emails a company is sending and really try to understand what they're up to and what are their best practices. I love the emails that Frank Body is sending for two reasons. One, because they do insist on every single promotions that they're doing. When Frank Body is doing a promotion, they actually not only send one email, not two, but 6, 7, 8, sometimes 12 emails relying a very specific promotion. And Frank Body's email marketing strategy is an amazing source of inspiration, also because of their copywriting and the tone of voice that they're keeping with their audience. You can see here, for instance, that they're adjusting. Let's take those few recent examples here. Perfect. You can see that they're playing with social networks trends with this email. You can see here that they have a very strong brand image as well, and that's new from a few weeks only for Frank Body. You can meet it again just right here. They're also great at insisting on their product's benefits as well and explaining in a nice, fun, engaging way how it works and why it works. They're also amazing at social proof, and that's a big part of your email marketing strategy and how it should work. So here, for instance, they take one of their most recent products and just featuring reviews on this one and all the others that are part of the same product range. Again, social proof, whether it's for new products or historic product that they've been selling since the very beginning. This is what you should be doing too, specifically on your email marketing channels, where this is a great way to engage your community, engage them on emails, on social networks, and share UGC and real life examples where your product were helpful for someone. So we've reviewed the emails with Frank Body. I also wanted to make sure to review the ads as well. Let's take Glossier for the ads, for instance, and have a look here again at all the ads published by Glossier over time since the last 4 years. And again, the main thing that I wanted to highlight here specifically for the skincare industry is the UGC component of these ads, but not in global. The UGC component when it comes to really making sure that you can talk to a very specific audience for a very specific interest. Here we're for Pilates, for instance. So it's not just another discover this brand with me UGC. It's a UGC that speaks to a very specific demographic or interest. Here we had Pilates. Glossier is doing this for an unlimited amount of interest or demographics. The main thing that I wanted to share as well was, a use case too. So here again, you have another UGC, but for travel. Instead of just doing basic UGC about the brand itself, again, they're explaining through a UGC creative, a very specific use case on how the brand and its products can be useful. On Panoramata, you can also track the landing pages a company is doing. For this, I wanted to take Solawave as an example. Still a skincare company, but they've unlocked a few things that are super helpful when it comes to skincare. Hey, another company that we might want to take is Boom. So I'm going to look for them on Panoramata right away. I'm going to use them to have a look at their landing page as well. For Solawave, what's nice is we're going to take the homepage of Solawave. On Panoramata, you can see what the website looked like 2 years ago and a few weeks ago. And you can do before after to see what they've been changing over time. And God, it did change indeed. It's super useful because you can see what they've kept and what they've changed over time. Interesting. So you can see this for here the homepage. Of course, on Panoramata, you can do this on the homepage, the product pages, and also the landing pages as well. So here we have a product page and you can see how it was before. Let's go here and have a look at how it was 1 year ago. And you can see how their product page changed over time. And again, good, it did change a lot and the pricing changed a lot as well. And you can see that they've kept some elements all together and it's a great, again, source of inspiration when it comes to best practices. Again, I'm going to say it this way, don't get this low stock stuff, but those vertical reviews, UGC, they're being kept from 2 years ago to today. So you can bet that they're actually working and that they're working well. Same thing here with the before after. So when it comes to skincare, we all know that before afters are actually quite important. You can see that it's even more important. And this is actually a great improvement that they've done over time. If you do explain day 1, day 14, day 1, day 13, and you give some context over the before after to just show that they're not just fake before after that you've took from the internet. Last thing I wanted to make sure to review with you today about the skincare industries, the flows. On Panoramata, we're tracking mostly welcome flows and lost checkout flows. Also purchase, and for the skincare industry, it's one of the industry where we do have a lot of purchase, replenishment, gross abandonment, and much more flows than we can have on other industries. But again, I just wanted to share Glossier lost checkout flow, for instance. The 4 steps that they've highlighted, and we have 10 different variations of this flow specifically for Glossier. Something that they're doing, I don't know if it's the best practice, but it's something that they've heavily tested, and it's been a year since they're doing the same thing, is giving a 15% off the order right away, specifically if it's a new client abandoning its checkout. They're not doing the same if it's an existing client doing a lost checkout. Otherwise, in this case, you won't get a discount. If it's a new client doing a lost checkout, then from the very first email and during the 4 emails of this lost checkout flow, you're going to be able to use a 15% off discount code. We have other videos on this channel specifically about lost checkout, about flows. I invite you to just check them out. You're going to see that it's full of insights and real explanations on how to build the perfect lost checkout flow. In a few words, actually don't send a discount right away. Keep these for the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th email of your sequence. The first one should just be about offering help, understanding why your lead didn't convert. That's your first email. The second and the third, insist again on what's on the cart, what are your main proposition value, why your products are useful, add some social proof as well. And then using social proof, scientific proof, you can add the discount on top of this. And this is how you build actually a perfect lost checkout flow in the skincare industry. All right, great. We've seen emails, ads, landing pages, flows, benchmark, figures, statistics about the industry as well, tips to how to track your competitors, how to get insights, how to find the best inspiration as well. I hope this video was useful. This is part of a series that we do about several industries. So subscribe to this channel because every week you're going to get marketing best practices, brands breakdowns, analysis of industries just like this one. If you have a question, a doubt, don't hesitate. Leave a message in the comment on the website. We're here to help. Take care, and wherever you are in the world, have an amazing day. Bye-bye.